you in 13 seconds. Just let me have a drink of coffee. Okay, so I'm going to take the card off screen and come to me. Good morning. Good morning from sunny Wiltshire. I can't believe that the sun is shining. Could it be a second Indian summer? I ask myself. It's possible. Anyway, welcome to the show. And this is Blowing for Britain, episode 295. Quite possibly the one that Stephen did solo. I don't know about that. One of the things I was aiming to do today, after comments made in recent times, is, well, not that one. I want that one. Was a Blubbing for Britain review, but we'll leave that for another time. I know John is watching. John, take care and have a good rest. It's the best cure. John's a bit crook today, so that's that. One thing I do want to talk about, because I'm on my own and I can, is that I am live. I made that live at 2 o'clock today. That's 9 a.m. Eastern, with lights, camera, action, which is my new regular show on Monday afternoons, which will run this afternoon. There will be no inspired by video. Can't see John making a miraculous recovery. So I will be doing lights, camera, action until I run out of words. And I've also come up with an idea for a new show, which I'll tell you about later. So that's Blowing for Britain. What we can do for a moment while I get organised, because there's nobody here, is we can go over to Durham Park, because I'm not on Amazon Live now. I can play videos. I'm going to bring the video up on screen, and I'm going to take that picture off. All right. Okay. What Angelica and I do is now generally take Fridays off, 3 Fridays out of 4. We manage to take off and go out and about to National Trust properties in the UK. And the last one we went to was Durham Park, which is pretty close to Bristol. So let's have a look at the video from Durham Park. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video full screen. So this is a totally different Blubbing for Britain. Video full screen, and I'm going to switch my microphone off. Right, so John just told me that video wasn't playing, so I'm going to try again with a different video. Hopefully this one will work. I know where John is, but I have no idea where Peter and Stephen are. So carry on. Hello and welcome. I should be going live at the moment on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch, and you probably won't hear this bit. You'll hear me in a moment when this signal actually reaches through switchboard to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Twitch. As usual, it's a very sunny Friday. We didn't expect this when we set off, and we are here. And here is Durham Park. Now Durham Park is a country house. It's looked after by a national trust, and it has its own church. Durham is actually also, in addition to being country park, church is also a living church and serves the town or village of Durham. And we are just looking out over the edge of Durham. If you arrive here, it's national membership. Then let's go down here. If you pay your membership, then entrance is free. Otherwise, it will cost you £6 to walk through the gardens. £10 for couples. Now, one thing you actually realise is you haven't got consistent Wi-Fi. Looking through now, and the sound will go. The landscaping of the gardens, and the moment we are surrounded, that is the main entrance of the house, and summer balls, dances would have been held here, and it is the gateway here. And I'll go to the side first so you can actually see the gate. This is the gate. They're working to restore the gateway, and it's going to cost about £60,000 to do that. Now, they have, as you can appreciate, a full-time gardening staff here, and you have two beds which mirror each other. So left and right beds are the same. The inner beds are the same. The outer beds are the same as usual as well. Now this time for the first year, the inner beds are actually cultivated, which is the way it's always been. Okay, and as I say, they actually mirror each other in the plants that are actually used. But the colours are just absolutely amazing. As we walk up the driveway, that the coaches in the 17th century and 18th century and 19th century, before the invention of the car, of course, it would all been horsepower traffic, and everyone would have arrived here and gone through that white door and into the manor or hall. There's if I hold the camera up, you can see the church, Norman-esque church, with these crinolines on top, and then the amazing wall which holds that section in place. Back to the flowers, and the flowers are the most amazing, colourful display, even in early September. And you're taking a slow walk around the gardens at Durham Park. Okay, I just want to go. You've seen the manicured garden, as it were. We're now going to go down, and we're seeing this more and more on the properties we actually visit. Just let me switch hands for a moment, so you can actually see the left-hand side now. This is all a wild garden, which means that the flowers are planted where they need to be, because some of these are perennials, and just left to grow.
and it makes a colourful display. I mean, this is probably the most bee-friendly garden we've actually been to in our travels, and hopefully we get some more days like this. This is a superb day. We didn't expect this when we came out this morning. We were surrounded by grey clouds, and there was no inkling, no sight of a sun. Okay, now told you that these gardens are maintained, and there's one of the gardeners currently at work. I'm going to keep my camera to the left. So we've been down to the lake, which unfortunately is covered with algae. We will come back again when it's clear. We've been walking around the grounds. I'm just going to go. I think we're okay. We can go up here. Let's go up here. So we're climbing, you're climbing with me, and hopefully this will work out. The gardens. Now, Angelica and I didn't come out here earlier, so I have no idea where this leads. It's bolted from this side, so I'm going to leave that and I'll just walk back down. Okay, because I don't want to get lost. If a gate has got a latch on it, then not a problem. If a gate is bolted, then it means you're not supposed to go beyond that. I mean, obviously the house has its grounds, which are quite extensive. Right, okay, if you're watching me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Twitch, thank you. This is Stephen, and we are at Durham Park, which is famous, as you can see, for its flowers, its trees and its lake, and for the manor house itself. I'm just going to go this way, so you've got the full tour of the garden. So I've been to these gates before, it's not deja vu, we have been here. And now we're headed down the other side of the garden. This is a brilliant place to actually come out and just walk and get your steps. I have no doubt that we've done today, I think, 10,000 steps, 5 miles. And congratulations to Angelica, who yesterday completed 1,000 miles for the year, which is quite an achievement. I am nowhere near 1,000 miles, I can say, but Angelica passed her 1,000 miles yesterday, which is an awesome feat, because that's 8 months, 1,000 miles, 125 miles per month, 30 miles a week, every week. So, incredible feat, and one which I can't keep up, but I may try a bit harder in 2022. Right. Every so often throughout the gardens there are benches where you can just rest and chill, and this is only really a small part. Okay, I'm going to take you up here to get a view from up there. So we're going to go back closer to the house, and I'm going to turn left, and then I'm going to turn right. Right, this is sort of a walled garden, but it's actually walled by trees. And this is the way to St. John's Church and the Lost Terraces. Okay, so let's go up, and we are climbing. This is one way to keep fit, is to actually just walk. Okay, and up to the top of the hill. The beauty of these videos is that I know, hopefully I know where I'm going, and you can only guess at where I'm going next. So where I'm going next is here. This is the lane from the village towards the church, and again horses and carriages would have come up here. There's a lamppost where 8 years ago a famous photograph was taken by Angelica, which included me. So we're now going to go into the churchyard, not actually into the church, but into the churchyard. I think it's only right and proper that if you're going to film in a church, you need to ask permission first. We haven't done that. So we're now going up, and you'll see how far I've climbed in a minute. That's the church entrance, and the graveyard basically is no longer, well, it's partly maintained. You can walk through it, but the rest of it has been left to go wild. But I came here, that's 4 o'clock. There's the entrance to the church, okay, and that's 4 o'clock. And I'll just stand on the grass. You can see, this is probably the best view of the upper floor of the house, and you can see the statues. And that statue in the centre, the one that's whitish, is a famous symbol for Durham Park. And it is a magnificent day out. I keep saying this, but if you do visit England, then do come and have a look at Durham Park, at its flowers, its church, because you can go inside. Okay, and yes, right. So, if you have commented on this broadcast today on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter or Twitch, thank you to Switchboard Live for making this possible. Then I'll answer your comments when Angelica and I get back to base. At the moment though, I'm just going to head back towards the house. Okay, so through the gates. Gates are locked at night. Property is protected, and we're going to walk along the lane. You come to the village, and we are going to go back down. Okay, I'll probably go up quicker than I go down, because I'm aware that I'm actually carrying the camera, but it's safe in its Ohem gimbal, and you're following this journey with me as we go down to the path. In fact, if you've been watching for a few minutes, you should know where I'm going to actually emerge as we go through this walkway, and beautiful flowers. So gardening is a very important part of these National Trust properties. People gift the properties to National Trust. The National Trust in return maintains the properties and has two ways of getting income. The first, three ways. One is via subscriptions. There's the house. I don't think you can actually go in today, but there's the house. And looking back to the flower gardens, and I'm going to do a half-wit Hitchcock now. Not scare you, I'm not here to scare you, but what I've decided to do is to actually include Angelica in each film. She won't know it until she actually watches it, so hopefully when we go down here you can see on the bench over there, probably watching me live on video or not watching me live on video, is Angelica. I'm just going to go over here to close this broadcast. Thank you for watching live. If you missed the first bit of it, you can always hit the replay button. Failing that, you can join me in Amazon Live on Wednesday to watch the video. So I just want a closing shot here. I want to frame something so that you'll remember our visit to Durham Park. So I'm coming up to the railings. You can see through the railings, and there you are. We were sat down. We didn't sit down, we actually walked down to the far side of the garden, to the wall, and this is where the fountain runs from. The water runs down here into that first pool and then straight through into the second pool. At the moment it's been switched off because both pools are actually covered in algae. But a happier shot is the shot of the house and the
Okay, that finished before I thought it would. I must have run out of power. Okay, so message from John. John is crook today, not well, and message from Peter, he can't gain access. So as we know, Stephen doesn't visit every week. The show is totally mine. So what I'm going to do is something totally different this week. I'm going to mix it up a bit. I could discuss the topics that we had ready, which was Corpus to start selling groceries on Amazon Prime, which is a big move actually. They're hoping to go and quadruple their sales. You'll be able to order on Amazon Prime, get same-day delivery. And that's the way the country is going. Shares in Federer back shoes. Basically, I put that there as a lead-in so that we could actually just mention Emma Raducanu. And congratulations on winning the Women's Open in the US. Blowing for Britain review, because it's been said that we've been broadcasting together for 294 weeks and we get on very well. But what happens is when we start talking politics, we've got two opposite views and two middle of the road views. And it's after 294 shows, perhaps time to stop talking about politics, which is why I have no politics at all in today's stories. But just to let you know, Microsoft has announced passwordless plans that lets users switch to app-based login. So rather than having to remember passwords, all you do is download an authorization app that becomes fully secure, probably two-step verification, and you can then use the app to log in to all your Microsoft products. So Word, Excel, etc. So that's the way they're actually trying to make life more secure. Right, okay, I found this totally amazing. WeBuyCars.com is a UK company that actually gives you an offer price for your car. Okay, not necessarily book value. And they were fined £200 million because they sent out 181 million messages to people in 2020 and they were unsolicited. So they got the knuckles wrapped. Probably 200,000, not 200 million, anyway, never mind. SpaceX, they are in orbit. This is the first consumer flight rather than the citizens flight. They've been training for 5 months to actually go, and they are currently orbiting the Earth for 3 days. They're actually carrying out experiments as well. So it'd be good to see how that goes. I don't think I would actually go up in space. I would do it if they could beam you up so that 1 minute you're here, next minute you're there. Okay, I would love to do that. When that technology arrives, I might take advantage of it. Note that Kew Gardens, which is a place that Angelica and I would love to visit, has now got the largest plant collection in the world. And that was that we're going to talk about allotments as well at that point with John. And AUKUS, UK, US, and Australia launched a pact to counter China. I'd like the reason I brought this up, one, because it happened yesterday, the announcement. The other thing is that I like AUKUS as an M. AU stands for Australia, UK stands for the UK, and US stands for the US. Absolutely, very clever. Whoever thought that one up deserves praise. And a survey today in the UK said that most office workers will never return. 70% said they didn't plan to return to the offices full time. And businesses accept that situation, that we are never going to get back to just working in an office. The business argument is that if you get together in a room, you're likely to be more creative than you are online. That's basically what is missing, is interaction between people. And we've got to the corp. Right, okay. So I'm going to test some adverts on you now. We had somebody's watching from it. Yeah? We had a situation yesterday. We do a show every Thursday, which Peter Stewart is part of, and Chris and Corinda, and Marco and Harper and Nick and Maria. And yesterday we talking about Facebook reach, and it was my particular rant, what annoys you online. And well, Facebook reach annoys me because it's been squidged and squished and squished and squished. And if anybody's watching this broadcast, I would be most surprised. And that's not because of the quality of the broadcast. I mean, my point is this. Since we started broadcasting 6 years ago, we've changed. We've become more adept at creating and producing shows which are educational, entertaining, and informative. We've got that off to a T. Our presence on screen is good. Our camera is good. We've upgraded our cameras. We've upgraded our microphones. We can go out in 1080p, although this is in 720p today. We are giving semi-professional, if not professional, broadcasts which are going out to the world. And as we've been raising our game, Facebook has been lowering the number of people that can see us. We're not seen in people's timelines. And if we're not seen in the timelines, then we don't get the audience. If you look at Restream, StreamYard, BeLive, any of the software houses that provide video software, look at their Facebook pages, look at the videos, go back 6 months and look at the views, 3 months, look at the views, this month, look at the views, and you'll see that they have gone wee. Okay, now if they're suffering, then we're going to suffer as well. And the point is, no matter how good the content that we actually put out, nobody can see us. We're getting better. Facebook is saying, so what? I mean, obviously, Facebook is a business. They actually want to make money, and they've given us the ability to actually broadcast on Facebook for free, which is absolutely a godsend, really. And we enjoy going live, but it would be good if somebody could actually see the broadcasts. That's all I'm saying. Right. Okay. So as I'm taking over the show, I'm just making sure that there's nobody around. There's nobody around. So I'm going to cursor over in my carousel, and I've started making, yes, I found it. I've started making infomercials. Now, a moment ago, you actually watched the video shot at Durham Park. The only thing missing from Durham Park at the moment is the deer. The herd has moved on, but the deer, I'm sure, will be back. But how do I do this? How do I go out and shoot those videos with clear sound and a steady hand, a steady-ish hand? So I'm going to bring a video up on screen. Okay, I'm going to go full picture. I'm still here. Okay, but this is how I shoot those videos. I'm just going to hide that. I'm going to switch my microphone off. And this is the HOEM 3-axis gimbal stabilizer. And I use it every week. Let's take a closer look. This is the case, the carrying case, which the gimbal comes in. And you can take it out of the case, and it's light. And the next thing you need, putting that over there, is your mobile phone. take your mobile phone, be it Android or iPhone, and just put it in place in the clamp. And I'm just doing that right now. And there you have it. That's the phone in the clamp. It's steady. There's no way that is going to actually move. Next thing you do is to turn the gimbal round, press the on switch, hold it for a few seconds, and magically it goes into place. I need to go into place, and you're then ready to go. Press start on your camera and you can start filming. Now, I take this every weekend out and about, and this is the sort of thing that I actually video. Meadow and sheep. Seem to see sheep every time we go out doing these videos. If you're wondering where I am, I'm at Avebury in Wiltshire, and this is the Abbey at Avebury, and I've come to this corner so that I can turn around and I can show you the Abbey in all its glory. So I'm going to pan from the meadow over there and the ha-ha. I've had several gimbals over the years, and this is the most reliable, the most lightweight, and the simplest to use. In addition to the hardware, there is a program on iPhone or on your Android phone to actually control it, and it's so simple to use. As you saw, I just put the camera in, I press the start button, and I'm ready to go. Simple as that. So I enjoy using it. I'm sure you will too. This is quite possibly one of the best gimbals out there. Take a look. And okay, no, don't need to tell what you think about it. I just watched it back myself for probably the second time. It's okay. I mean, basically that is for Amazon. And if you go to the home gimbal page, my hope is that you will watch at least 30 seconds of the video. Just watch the video. And if people do that, then I shall make some money. In addition to the live videos I'm doing now, I'm just trying to turn this off. And oh dear, I've broken it. Okay, so that was a short video in relation to the home gimbal, which is a great piece of kit, and I couldn't live without it now. I mean, it's my hobby. During the week I'm live on here, live on desktop, but at weekend I actually go out and shoot. Now I go live, so from my phone has got a piece of software on it called Astra Streaming Studio, and Astra Streaming Studio means that when I press record, it doesn't record, it sends it live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch on my website, and people can actually watch live. And there's a certain well, it's just absolutely brilliant. I just enjoy doing it because you've got the live experience, and afterwards, as you've just seen, you've got the recording. So it's a win-win situation. And this weekend is the Lib Dem conference, so we won't be going out and about. I might go out and about, but Angelica's watching the Lib Dem conference, which starts at 2 o'clock on Friday and runs through till Monday. They're at it for 4 days. It's all online, or it's a hybrid, a mix of online and video. Angelica isn't going to the conference, but she has joined the ability to watch it whilst it's live. Okay, now as you can probably tell, I was totally unprepared to be blabbing for Britain with Steve this morning, which makes it rather difficult because we have a discussion, and whilst I can talk to myself, it's not really helpful. Because I basically, when there are 4 of us, you can bounce the idea around and talk around it, and even go off tangent, as we do quite a bit. When it's just you, it's a totally different ball game. I mean, no matter how happy you are to appear on camera, it's not the same, especially when you're not prepared for it. I mean, this afternoon's show, which will be on Amazon Live starting at 2 o'clock and possibly running. I've got to tell you the story. I'm actually practicing for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And Black Friday and Cyber Monday are amazing days on Amazon Live when everybody goes shopping crazy. And Amazon Live will be providing entertainment for everybody. So what I'm planning is to do 2 shows each day. Now, the first show is easy and straightforward. Nick Wood and I got together last Monday, and we did an Amazon Live, which 5,000 people, or 5,000 views nearly of the broadcast. So we'll be doing our live video production weekly on Black Friday and on Cyber Monday. And we're just looking forward to phenomenal audiences. I mean, according to Marco, the audiences for Prime Day were fantastic. The audiences on Black Friday and Cyber Monday will be even better because all Amazon customers are there looking for bargains. And no doubt will be helped to point out some of the bargains. I can't switch that off. In fact, I can't do anything in my studio. My studio is locked up. That bit of it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you another video because we've got time. And on Amazon Prime, on Amazon Live, I can't actually show a full video. I can only show 5 minutes of the video. So I can take a video 25 minutes and I can show 2 or 3 lots of 5 minutes, but I can't show the video in total. Now, today, because Blabbing for Britain as it is, I can actually show you the full video. So bear with me while I decide which video to use. And this is one I only ever play part of, but I would love to play the whole of it. So I'm going to take myself off full screen. I'm going to make the video full screen. That's my advert. I'm going to make the video full screen. No, not that one, the video. Right, so the video is now full screen. You are watching Blabbing for Britain, episode 295, the one that Stephen did solo. And we're now about to take a tour of the Courts Garden, which is in Wiltshire. Let me explain as we go look around. This was back in July, and it was a good time to actually visit. You'll see why. Okay, see you shortly.
And annoys, but you won't see any of them. I'm actually going to show you the gardens, which are immaculate. Lawns, the flowers off to the side, and people enjoying a day out in the sun. When we set off, it was raining, so to be here now, enjoying the garden, and that's Angelica over there on the other side, keeping away from what I'm doing. There's a pan round and just walk down the length of the garden, and it's just great to be out and about. I mean, we're 2 weeks away from being totally released. Excuse me, sorry. But these gardens are just totally, thank you, totally amazing. And this is just a short tour of the gardens as we see Angelica again. Hello. Okay, now in here, I'm going to go in here, is a statue. I wish I could actually, because you never know what you're going to find. Is a statue, and there's no inscription. Well, there is an inscription on it, but it's rather faded. So there you have, in the Courts Garden, a little area which has been set aside. Of course, this was once, incredibly, this area and that house over there were part of an industrial estate, and there was a factory here, and the factory was closed and went into disrepair, and the property was then turned into a house with a magnificent garden, and we could see the bamboo here, and if I go through here, again, this is a mystery tour. I know where I'm going, but you don't. So hopefully through the bamboo and along the path, the steps, and then I'm going to turn around, give people their freedom. Try not to photograph people. We're actually looking at things, but this is just the most amazing garden. Okay, just a note, little advertisement. Marco Nova and I will be live on Amazon Live on Monday at 4 p.m. in the UK and Portugal, 11 a.m. Eastern, and we're talking about cameras on Amazon Live. And the idea tomorrow is that I get my first badge by actually broadcasting for about an hour, and then join my friends Marco Brigetti and Nick as Amazon Live broadcasters. She's totally amazing. Okay, now these gardens are actually full of little nooks and crannies. And if we go back, just get an idea of how the gardens are actually laid out. They have full-time gardens here to look after everything. And I'm just going to go up here and then turn left and go down, mind the step, to these floral borders. Now there are three reasons I'm actually doing this. One, because I can. I'm actually using my mobile phone, which is an Android, and going live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch and YouTube on my website. But I'm recording it for memory's sake as well as getting some steps. And this is a great way to actually get exercise and to record. So I'm going to go down to the end of here. And we're going to head, having looked at this, which way shall we go? Tell you what, we'll head back so you can see the flower beds from the other side and the house. And it's a very compact garden, but it's got an orchard. It's got an area for children to play. It doesn't have a cafe at the moment because of COVID. The previous person who ran the cafe has just given up.
So, right, I've just been told that Facebook have actually stopped the broadcast. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong. That was my video. I shot the video. If you can still see me, thank you. This has been a different Blowing for Britain, episode 295. Whether we'll actually see 296, I don't know. Discussions will go on behind the scenes. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye for now.